Hey everybody. So this is gonna be my first long film video, whatever, and I'm making it specifically for YouTube. I want to start just thinking out loud, critically thinking out loud, questioning out loud, showing discussion, just showing how I process and stuff because I think that we stop sharing how to critically think, how to analyze, how to do all of that stuff that we learn in high school and have to do for our classrooms and then in university. And it's like, if you're not in school, you stop that. And that's really not fair. So I am going to keep spreading education and wisdom and knowledge as much as I can. So I guess welcome to my critical thinking corner. And today's video is about Grandview Drive, and it's going to be Tim Blackett's short story number 1 in this book. I'm reading this book because 1, it's Canadian literature. 2, I am trying to I'm trying to support the small Canadian businesses, and this gentleman has opened a little bookshop. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but I'll make a note and I'll write it down for you guys. But yeah, so he's opened a little bookshop. He has this book, and it's in Saskatchewan. And so I just bought it as my fiction book that I'm going to read for now. And I want to share. So if you want to share, follow, subscribe, do all the jazz. And let's go through short story number 1. If you want to go buy the book and come back, you can do that too, or whatever. I'm not going to tell you everything that happens. I'm going to question and ponder and discuss, like a little book club, but by myself. So kind of like what I used to do with my classrooms in English literature classes. You try to get them involved, but they are just But if you do have something to share, please share it below. And yeah, I'll try to get back to you as I figure out how this all works and whatnot. So the first short story is Grandview Drive, and it's basically a narrator who's sitting in his car, and he's explaining as he's going down Grandview Drive. Now, if you're ESL or something, Grandview Drive just means a street. Okay, usually a long street, maybe a bigger street, maybe a residential street, okay? So he's driving and he stops and he looks at people's houses, and then he has reflections, and he's telling us his thoughts, telling us what he sees, telling us what he thinks they see and they think about him, which is a lot of shame and disconnection and oh, and it's just, I don't know, it's so human in the weirdest taboo way, I guess, because you're not supposed to be looking at people's houses, right? But as he's sitting there, he's longing for the family that he sees behind the window, So yeah, anyways, I don't want to give away too much because I want you to read it, obviously. But let me just see. Oh, here's a quote that I kind of put, that I kind of highlighted. So it took him a few weeks, but he found an arsenal of houses he could imagine himself inside of, being a part of. And then another one I highlighted. He found places behind trees or mailboxes, in front of houses that seemed empty all the time, where he could watch in safety. He believed he was invisible, unnoticeable, even if they looked right at him. Could you imagine somebody looking at you and you feel invisible? It's sad. So yeah, it's really interesting if you stop and just read the diction and read the message and read between the lines. And anyways, I'm a dork, I know. Okay, what else? So yeah, so he goes basically kind of house to house and kind of tells us about it. And then he obviously gets busted. And that to me is kind of the climax of the story because he just gets overwhelmed with shame. He's like, I'd rather start my life over. It's very, to me, because I understand shame so much. I've read a few shame books, but I would recommend Brene Brown. I thought I was the only one. Anyways, because I know about shame so much, I just can really feel this man or this narrator's shame, I guess, right? And the need to run and run away and just not deal with the emotion of shame, basically. And then the ending is just, I can't tell you the ending. You obviously have to read it, but surprising, I guess. And yeah, I don't know, just read it and then let me know what you think in the comments, because then we can chit chat together, but I don't want to reveal it before people read it, you know what I mean? Okay, anyways, I'm gonna read chapter 2 and then I'll make another video. And by chapter 2, I mean story 2. And then I'll make another video. And yeah, so I don't know, pick it up. Like, subscribe, do all that jazz. Let's read. Let's stay educated. Let's stay open minded. Let's keep critical thinking. Let's never stop learning. Because growth mindsets, they matter. Okay, ciao for now.